This episode is brought to you by the Ultimate Girls Trip. Here is our reoccurring daydream. Us at a drool-worthy pool, surrounded by our business besties. We just finished a powerful exercise on building our dream lives and executing our business goals. Join us if you are ready to be celebrated for taking up space, to feel purposeful, and to live a life of fulfillment. Go to proofitspossible.com for more info. Welcome to Proof It's Possible. Jamie and I are multifaceted entrepreneurs, the founders of the Ultimate Girls Trip, and the hosts of Proof It's Possible. Jamie and I are also sisters, best friends, and complete opposites, but somehow we always manage to stay on the same team. Join us every week to hear our thoughts on all things entrepreneurship, friendship, family, pop culture, and more.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome back. Thank you guys for being here. Today we are chatting about all things making space for the new year. So we're in this kind of like weird gap where Christmas is over, the New Year's hasn't come yet, and things are crazy. You just feel kind of out of sorts. And one of the biggest triggers for me is how there's so much stuff everywhere. We've accumulated stuff over the holidays. We've got extra food. We've got extra clothes. We've got extra toys. We've got extra gifts, boxes, just everything in excess, it feels like. And in order to like make space for the new stuff that we just received, as well as make space for the new exciting things, not just physical things, but what the new year has in store. I love a Christmas season where I get to hang at home, be cozy, and declutter my heart, my mind, my house, everything. Do you agree with that?
I'm the biggest Christmas lover of all the things, but once it's over, I'm like, you know what? That tree has been taking up too much space.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
day that Christmas ends, I want it all gone. Magically just to disappear. And some of the worst parts of Christmas is taking down the decorations. Like, it's all fun and exciting to put it up, and then when it's time to take it down, it's like, I do not want to do this, but it feels so good, and your house feels 10 times bigger because the space where the Christmas tree was feels bigger, and the mantle seems clear because you don't have, the garland.
I always feel like I need like 5 more chairs in the living room because I'm like, I need to fill in the space. It's too empty. Now it's empty. But
so I definitely, and there's some people that like keep their tree up till February because they just love it so much. And I'm not that person.
See, and I'm not that person either. I'm the anticipation person. I want it up for 2 months.
Me too.
But I would like to start at Halloween and keep it for the 2 months leading up, because I'm all, whether it's a vacation I'm going on, all of the fun is in the days leading up. It's the anticipation. It's why like sometimes surprising somebody with a trip or something isn't actually as fun as telling them, and then they get to be excited for a long time, because part of it is the excitement leading up. And that's what I feel like the decorations are.
I agree. I 100% agree. I also think that there has to be like a decluttering too of the physical space, like not just the decorations, but like out with the old, in with the new. And I try to do this actually before Christmas, where I get rid of all the kids' clothes that no longer fit and the kids' toys they no longer play with, which I do want to mention. Everyone should try to make an effort to do that before Christmas, because I have heard from local charities that they're desperate for toys to give to kids and families, and for moms and dads to come in and kind of shop the secondhand market for things to gift on Christmas morning. So, put it in your calendar right now to do for next year, that you're going to go through your kids' toys before that. But if you haven't, it's not too late. This is the time to go through the toy box. What's McDonald's toy? Just needs to go in the garbage. And
there's broken things, there's missing things. Like, just let go of all of it. And like this extends for me because I don't have kids. So I want to clean up my physical space and get rid of clothes and get rid of stuff. But I also want to like clear out my head and my life of some of the stuff that's like built up over the last year, whether it's like, negative mindsets, or it's like I want to like almost do an inventory of the year. And I make Darren do this on like our anniversary and stuff too. I'm like, will I renew your contract for love here? And it's basically like what worked this year and
Yeah.
what didn't. It's like this great chance to restart, re-kick things into, and like I can do it in my personal life, I can do it in my business life, I can do it in, did I like have experiences that like lit me up and made me feel full and made me feel excited? Do I want more of those? How can I implement more of those? Because next week I'd like to start doing my vision board. So my vision
Mhm.
board needs a clear head on what worked and what didn't work.
I'm not quite there yet. I don't like to start my vision board this early because I like it's, my daughter's birthday is December
Oh yeah,
31st. So I'm
for
like
sure.
I'm not out of the weeds of like doing things still.
Totally.
So, but I do like to do like a mini inventory of like what worked this Christmas season, what brought me joy, what did I think was going to bring me joy, but actually did the opposite. Like, did we plan
Totally.
too much travel? Should we go skiing the day after Christmas because that was the perfect reset for our whole family to just get outdoors and do the fun thing and reconnect and not have the physical toys and, all of that. Um, so I like to do that inventory. Like, did it feel too rushed the way we did that? Did it feel like we
Mhm.
didn't get enough time together? Did it feel, I like to like check in with how everything felt so that I know
Totally.
what's going to work for next year and what's not. And I also like to
Mhm.
check in with my kids because there's Christmases where I felt like they were totally overwhelmed. And
Oh
like I hate
yeah,
to
for
say it
sure.
because I love Christmas and I love spoiling my kids, but there's
Right.
times when I'm like, that didn't work for Penn. He was like
Yeah.
overstimulated and that didn't feel good to him. So how
Hmm.
can we do it differently next year?
Yeah.
Like for instance,
Well,
Penn's
and for the end of time, Penn's never like, even if you buy him one present, I buy him one present, mom and dad buy him one present. Like we've never done this, but if we did, he would still feel like he'd like to open the very first thing he opened and
and
go
play.
play with it. Like he doesn't want to open presents forever. And I think a lot of kids are like that. Like I think that they get the thing that they like asked for and they're ready to go. That and
Mhm.
so it's such a good reminder that they don't actually need stuff. And that's why I love the way you do Christmas is a lot of your traditions, although the kids get everything they need and want, they're about memory making. Like they're at the Santa breakfast with their cousins if their cousins are in town.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's the like going skating after you open presents to get outside and get some fresh air or whatever the
Mhm.
like thing is that you go do. And now you guys go skiing in between Christmas and New Year's every year, and everybody looks forward to that. These are the like core memory makers that they will actually remember forever. And the presents won't be something they remember getting. They'll remember getting one or two big things throughout their life that they were like, remember that year, that was the
Mhm.
year that I
Mhm.
like got the thing that I couldn't believe I got. But outside of that, all the little stuff that they got on the side just goes away. Like
Mhm.
it isn't what you remember about Christmas, you
Mhm.
know?
For sure. And then it's also like the check in for me. Like, did it feel overwhelming and exhausting? Should I not host next year? Should I host
Totally.
next year? Did I love that? Did it bring me joy? Did it,
Yeah. Do I
like
like to
all
cook? Would I rather, do a
cater it
potluck and
or,
everybody brings
yeah.
something, like what's the right fit?
Yeah. So
For
I
sure.
do think it's a good opportunity to like declutter your physical space, clean up Christmas, ease into the new year. But I also feel like it's such a good time to like declutter your insides, to like make
Same.
peace with everything that happened, what worked, what didn't work, what are you going to
Yeah.
do again, what are you not going to do again, and what are you preparing for the year that's ahead.
I agree. And like for me, cleaning out the actual house does not happen between Christmas and New Year's. I leave Christmas up until like the first week in January. And then that's usually the day that like the day after like New Year's, I'm like, okay, I got to just fresh start this place. But in between Christmas and New Year, I'm very happy to like do my inside inventory, of like, what did my heart feel? good about?
Mm-hmm.
What did it not
Mm-hmm.
feel good about? All of those things. But I definitely, and like we've talked about this on past podcasts, I'm not the person that jumps directly into my vision board, but I definitely start thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I will start my vision board in January, but I probably won't finish it until March. And then in March, I literally kick it up a notch because that's my acting. Like that's when I act on everything that's been in my head from January to March. I think everything through, make plans, get excited, but I don't actually do until March. I don't know why. I think it's like the renewal, the summer, the
The
spring, the
spring,
whatever coming.
the
Yeah.
springtime,
The
it like
excitement of
brings life to me.
warm, yeah, it brings
Yep.
life and like it gives me life too. So I don't feel like you need to be super hard on yourself if you don't jump into like what's next for me and I got to get my vision board started because I'm going to start on January 1st. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a January 1st is the day kind of person. We've never been a January 1st cuz your birthday is on the 3rd of January, so we're
Mm-hmm.
still celebrating for 3 more days. We're in the
Absolutely.
holidays still
Yep.
in some
I do
capacity, right?
feel like even after Christmas, like I'm not a like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym and start all the things.
No,
By the time the new year rolls around, I am ready to eat some vegetables. I am. Like,
absolutely.
you
And
know, I'm
just have like
ready
a
to put
normal
away
routine.
I'm
Yeah.
ready to put away the chocolates and like
Hmm.
the sweet treats and the heavy carbs, and I'm ready to just like, eat a
Eat
salad.
normal things. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. The things you'd usually be having that you're kind of like missing of your regular routine.
Mhm. And like
I,
as I say, like I like to see what worked for me and what didn't work for me, and all
yeah.
the things. Every year, I'm like, I don't need to eat like that. It makes me tired. It gives me no
Oh,
energy.
absolutely.
My body doesn't need it. I feel like hell when I do it. And then
Hmm.
every year, as I'm eating my third white bun after
Yep.
supper, I'm like,
Well, we have a
what?
girlfriend that does 75 hard and she's like, I'm doing it to like lead into Christmas. And I'm like, oh gosh, yeah, I guess. Like you could get ahead of it and like put yourself on a, path right before and that would be smart.
This is the thing. I'm not like I don't, I don't do things because I'm like, oh, I need to like, lose weight or get in shape. So like preventative, like losing a bunch
Yeah.
of weight to just like eat like shit at Christmas time isn't what I would do it for. I am very like the way I eat makes me feel a certain way, and I'm very
Same.
in tune with that. I just don't
Absolutely.
always listen.
Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. And the other thing about it is, I'm somebody that the harder I try at something, I don't, I like fall off the wagon. Whereas if I'm just doing my normal, consistent things, I don't even get on a wagon. I'm just doing what I do. Like it
Hmm.
doesn't feel hard. But the minute I'm like, you have to work out every day, that's the minute I'm like, I'm never working out again for a month. I like forget I have a piece of equipment that I could
That's
work
me.
out
I'm
on.
like, I don't even like
I don't
ice
know
cream.
why.
I don't even like ice cream, but the second I'm like, ooh, we're not gonna have ice cream for the month, I'm
Yeah.
eating ice cream every day. Like I don't
Yeah,
even
exactly.
like it. I don't
Hmm.
know. It's like
I
the
know
reverse
it's a
psychology
reverse
of
brain
it.
problem for me. Like
Hmm.
if I say I'm not allowed it, I want it more. And I
Hmm.
don't even like the thing I want, but you've told me I'm not allowed it. So,
Exactly.
but anyways, all right. I don't know.
Well, this is exciting because we are approaching a brand new year. We're
Year.
starting to think about our goals. We're checking in with ourselves to make sure that, we're
Hmm.
going to do it all right next year. Checking in
Yes.
with the things that worked for us, the things that didn't work for us, and we are going to start fresh and
And have the best year ever.
have the best year ever and put the Christmas season behind us, even though I don't like to do that. I
Me
love
either.
Christmas and I wish it was a year round thing. But, anyways, I know all good things must come to an end. So, with that, we will see you for real in the new year. Bye, guys.
We are so grateful you're here.
It would mean the world to us if you'll subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel and leave us a review.
If you want to hear more from us, go to proofitspossible.com to join our mailing list and find our social links so you don't miss a thing.
Thanks and chat next time.